Hey, I'm back, and today I am doing a little project because I think this is going to take me most of the day. But what I'm doing is, we all know what this is, well, hopefully anyway. That's right, it's a Jaffa cake. My plan is to make a giant one. So it's going to be a little bit different, but in the end, hopefully, we're going to have what resembles a giant Jaffa cake. So, first thing I need to do is to make some jelly to go in the middle. So I have opted for the powdered jelly or the crystallised jelly because we can get it in no added sugar. So you need orange jelly. You can get the cubes as well, that's fine. So we're going to put this into a jug, and then we're going to add 285 mils of boiling water. Now I've got this on my scales because I find it hard to measure out the exact amount of water, but 285 mils is 285 grams of water. So I'm going to do that now. So there we have it. So we're going to mix that in until it's all dissolved. That's all dissolved in now, and I've remembered you need a bigger jug than this. So let's get that into a bigger jug. And then we're going to add another 285 mils of cold water, and we're going to mix that in. There we go. And then we're going to take an 18 centimetre sandwich tin, and I've lined it with cling film, and we're going to pour this jelly in until half a centimetre from the rim. There we go. So we don't need all of that, so I'm going to put that away as well. Now this goes in the fridge, and we're going to put it in there for at least 4 hours. So that's why it's a project for the whole day, because this is going to take a while. So, come back in a bit, want to move on to the next stage. Right, so on to the base of this cake. I have got a 22 centimetre springform bottom cake tin and deep one. And I'm going to spray this with some low-cal spray. And then line with some baking paper and go up the sides as well. Next, to make the cake, we've got a small saucepan of water, and we're going to bring this up to a simmer. So the water's simmering, and I'm going to place over a heat-proof bowl. I've got 2 large eggs in there, whole, and I'm going to add 75 grams of castor sugar. And with an electric whisk, so I've got 1 prong on my mixer, I'm going to mix this for 6 to 8 minutes or until it's thickened. So let's have a go. There we go, so the eggs have thickened, so we need to remove this from the heat. And we have got 75 grams of self-raising flour, so we're just going to put half of that in, and we're going to fold it in. we're going to add the other half and fold that in as well. And that is our cake batter. So we'll bring back the tin and we're going to pour this in. And then we're just going to spread this out all the way to the edges. So that done, this is going to go in the oven at 180 degrees for 20 minutes. Okay, so the cake's been in for 20 minutes. I'm just going to do the skewer test. That looks clean to me. So now we're just going to let this cool in the tin, and it's staying in the tin. So once this is completely cooled, we've got on to stage 3. So for the last bit that we need to do is to make a mousse. So I've got 100 grams of dark chocolate in a bowl, put over some simmering water, and we're just going to melt it. So this should only take a minute or two. So come back when that's done. And that's the chocolate melted. So we're going to take this off the heat and we're going to let it cool down. And while that's cooling, I have got 4 egg whites in this bowl, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of castor sugar, and we're going to whisk this until we get stiff peaks. There we go, now that is stiff peaks. So back to the chocolate, we are going to add 50 grams of 0% fat Greek style yogurt. And we're going to mix that into the chocolate. There we go. We're going to put half of that into the egg whites. And then we're going to fold this in. And then we're going to add the last of the chocolate. Fold that in, and then we should have mousse. And there we have the mousse. So the last thing we need to do is to put this all together. So I've got the cake for the base, that is completely cool. And I have the jelly, which hopefully is set. Now I've just got to put this on top of there. So I'm not sure how we're going to do this, but let's see. I think it might be a case of turning the cake up on its side. Take the cling film off. There, that's as good as it's going to get. So now we spoon over the mousse. Get it over the edges as well. Let's try and flatten it out a bit over the edges. And there we go. Now we've got to chill for another 4 hours. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we actually left it to chill overnight. So I'm going to see if I can get this out now. So there we have it. Let's see if I can get this on a plate. I'll be back in a mo. So here we have it. I'm going to try and cut it. Now this has actually got 12 portions. So I'm going to cut a quarter of it and we'll just see what's inside. So here we go. Okay, so this is the portion size that you can expect to get out of it. That cake makes 12. It's quite wobbly on top, but let's give it a taste. Here we go. Oh, that's very, very good. Worth the effort, I would say, definitely. Have fun experimenting, and I'm going to enjoy my cake. See you later.